we have gotten 4 episodes of The Boys so far. We have 4 more to go. And right now we have been introduced to a new character in this season called Stormfront, who seems to be ticking off Homelander a lot. So what do you guys think about this rivalry that The Boys has developed in this season?
You know, it actually makes me like Homelander a little bit because like I want him. I'm sort of like cheering him on to like take her out because I hate her.
So you hate her?
Like
I
more
have
than
similar
Homelander.
feelings, but I hate both of them. It's just that I love how evil and all-powerful Homelander is, and I just want him to like prove that by just taking everyone out, including her. So I'm kind of rooting for him too, just to be the ultimate evil.
I kind of like Stormfront.
Really?
I mean, I don't want her to like kill everyone and win if it was like a versus Stormfront Homelander group, but I really like her character.
I think so. This is one thing I've always loved about this show. Like I've always mentioned that I feel like the politics of the show has always been very interesting in terms of like the way superhero philosophies go, and I feel like I love how, I mean, although I don't agree with what they're doing, I love how both of their like debates are going. Like with the recent episode 4 where she's saying that, you know, you don't need many people to love you. Like it's like you don't need to be liked. You just want to be loved. You know what I mean? And there's like a difference in terms of like appealing to a certain fan base, and how she's like trying to appeal to the people by being like, you know, the system's not good for you. Come with me, all that, versus being like, hey, everyone, we're all saviors, right? So I love that political debate going with both of them. And it's interesting seeing how even though they're both corrupt, you can still see how they have their own sense of moral justice. So that's always something that I'm intrigued with this.
It's definitely
But
realistic.
at least for the latest episode though, Homelander was definitely influenced by Stormfront because he was like, I don't need anybody but myself.
Yeah.
And I think Stormfront was the one who pushed him to that point. So
yeah.
She's highly influential.
She manipulated him pretty well, I would say. Like that little conversation she had with Homelander when he had his tantrum, he like bursted in and he was like, who do you think you are?
I think
I was so intrigued. Oh, sorry.
Oh no, I was gonna say like I think she knows like exactly what to say as far as like what you want to hear, what you need to hear, which is like what manipulative people like her are good at. And it's like obvious that like her politics are super strong, and like it's like realistic in the way that she's like very divisive. Like she's dividing people because a lot of people are now like against Vought and very openly like talking about it. And that's, you know, I mean, politics today is very divisive, and like now we're getting kind of a piece of that in the Boys lore.
And she's probably the oldest member. If you think about it, she's been alive. I mean, she was already famous in 1970s, right? And Homelander has only just begun to like really roll, I would say. So she has more experience than him.
Right. That's an interesting element. I don't know 100% what's going on with that, because we know that in episode 4 they revealed that maybe Lady Liberty, who was the hero in the 70s, is Stormfront.
I think it's pretty much confirmed.
It's pretty much confirmed? Because I don't know, I feel like
it's confirmed.
I think so.
Yeah,
because the person that is being blackmailed by her said that that's her.
Yeah,
the picture.
The one whose brother died, she ID'd her.
Right, I'm saying
she
like,
also hinted at it.
Her, or it's somebody. Wait, did she herself say something?
She pointed at her picture
she
in
was
the
like,
paper and said, "That's Liberty," even though it was Stormfront.
Yeah, she said so.
No. What I'm saying is that
Stormfront
like,
herself.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking.
Gave us a clue by saying, "Yo, I definitely changed with the times." So it's like it's pretty much confirmed.
No, right. What I was suspecting was like maybe there was some kind of clone or something like that, or some other element. But yeah, if they have that Easter egg in there, then I might have missed that. But
I think she has that ability.
The aging.
I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure. Like if people can have superpowers, you know, with the compound V, you could have that compound V can, I don't know, change the structures of your cells so you don't age and you live longer.
So that's an interesting thing. So like as you age, the knowledge that you have as far as like influence over people, that's definitely something that we see in that character. of Stormfront.
Yeah.
She just seems like she's been around the block. Like she just knows shit.
Yeah.
But also,
Yeah,
she could be like a
Sorry, go
metaphor
ahead.
for like maybe like racism and bigotry, because it's like back then you could openly be racist, but now she's kind of secretly racist and like kind of imposes her politics in a more like progressive kind of way, which is like it's the same thing with racism. It's always existed, but now it's like it's under the guise of like other things. So
Right.
I don't know.
And
That's what
think
I
that's an
see in
interesting
her.
Certainly.
thing about The Boys, like as a show in general, is that they're very meta, I suppose.
Yes,
Whereas,
very
like,
meta.
And kind
for
of
sure.
topical.
All of it, yeah,
Yeah.
the whole show is kind of representative or allegorical of modern capitalism and politics and racism now. So I'm interested to see where they go with that character.
Yeah, it's almost like a social commentary towards our politics and like how they can be skewed for capitalism or in terms of skewing people to believe a certain view. So yeah, I definitely see where you're coming from with that. But one scene that was very interesting to me was the part where Homelander did confront her, and part of me was wondering in that scene was like, is she stronger than him or is he stronger than her? And it came off like ideally that she may be weaker than him, but I don't know. I feel like there's something about her we don't know that could definitely show Homelander a run for his money.
She seems
Is it
very
because
strong.
she backed off? Like when he had his laser eyes on and she's
Yeah,
like,
that
whoa, whoa.
scene. Yeah, because
Yeah.
part of me was like, oh man, is she gonna like tack him? Like I was literally like, I was scared for Homelander, to be honest. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, who
it's
knows
interesting.
what other powers she has? Because Lady Liberty did not have like lightning powers, right?
yeah.
Yeah, they established
Well, I
her as
mean-
a pretty strong character from the way that she kind of like destroyed like
Exactly.
Kimiko's brother right away.
Exactly.
And just
Yeah.
like
I was gonna bring
the way
that up.
she like tore through all those civilians and entire buildings. Like she looks like she's got a lot of power that maybe she keeps
Yeah.
concealed. She keeps a lot of other stuff concealed, so who knows? Maybe there's
Yeah.
way more that we don't know
Yeah.
about her.
I think they're hinting at
I
it.
hate her. I hate her because of those scenes, dude. Like
I know.
her,
Yeah.
she just doesn't give a shit about like life and whatnot, and it's like it's so frustrating to see her like still be alive,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah. You know, it's
and knowing
interesting.
that Homelander wants to kill her, I'm just cheering for him.
Yeah,
But then
I just
it's
want him to
interesting
do it.
though, because we saw Homelander do the same thing last season with the plane, where he
Yeah.
basically allowed everyone to die for just his own personal gain. So it's interesting that now we've seen that kind of same thing in a different character, but it's almost like our animosity towards Homelander has just shifted to Stormfront.
Exactly. I was gonna say that because from the beginning of the season, even the part where I mean, I know he's trying to help his son, but even that part where he's trying to make his son use powers, I was like, oh, God, I hate this guy.
yeah.
Like, just
What a
get
dick.
the hell
He
out.
knocked him off the roof.
Yeah,
But he was right in the end, which is interesting. I thought that they were
But
going to go
you're
around.
right. I think this season, though, it really is trying to make us feel for Homelander, especially because he killed his love interest, and then he makes his love interest like a doppelganger
Oh yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah, that was weird.
Shapeshifter?
But
Those
then he
scenes were
killed that
uncomfortable.
doppelganger, so now we
Yeah.
know he really
Yeah.
is an evil fuck and doesn't give a fuck.
exactly.
Well, it's like
Also,
back
when
to him being evil. I really
he
don't
fucked up
feel
that blind
anything
guy
for Homelander.
too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's evil, I think, but he's doing like a little bit less evil stuff than he was doing last season because he's so distracted by his son. So maybe that's why Stormfront has like that's why she can kind of like first of all get the limelight with her heroicism,
That's
but
true.
also the limelight with her evil deeds too. We're seeing more of her than Homelander sometimes.
It's
Well,
interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think it's interesting with the whole evil thing because, like, even with, and I hate to get off topic, but even with Billy, there's a question of him being, like, evil. Because, like, they were kind of questioning with what he was doing with, what's his name? Now I'm forgetting, the guy that's always with Star.
Huey?
Huey, there we go. Huey. I can't believe I forget his name. Like, they were questioning scenes where they're like, the reason why he needs Huey is because Huey's supposed to be they were trying to indicate that Huey's like his moral compass. And that how he's going far in terms of trying to save his family is kind of dickish. So I think the way they kind of commentary this show is that good and evil, it's not necessarily good and evil, it's just like people are dicks and you see the consequences of their dickery.
Well,
For lack of a better term.
I agree. I think
I
people
like
have
that
different
analogy.
alignments. I think Billy Butcher is kind of like, he's kind of like a neutral to me. Like a lot of the stuff that he's been doing is for his own personal gain, like,
Yeah.
with it, for his own wife. And I don't know, I can see like Huey being his moral compass because Huey is actually like a good, not a neutral.
Exactly.
And I feel like a lot of it's crazy because like a lot of the heroes, Stormfront and Homelander, they're just like literally like lawful evil or like just evil, and that's what
They're
like,
definitely
is interesting
not
about,
lawful
like,
evil.
Yeah.
They'd be breaking the laws every time they do something.
Lawful evil.
But I mean,
evil.
it's good that you mentioned
just
that
pure evil.
because I think they're all fucked up in some ways. Like if you think about it, this is a show about people who are not perfect.
Exactly.
And I think that's pretty different from, I think that really switches up like the predictability of this show because it's not like, oh, she's gonna come save the day or, like it's not very predictable.
It's like high tension all the time because you don't know.
Exactly.
I'll be watching like scenes where I'm like, there's no way Homelander could come in the scene, and I'm like, wait, I don't know that. He could come in here and just kill them right now, and like just having that fear in the back of your mind. It's really immersive because that's how the characters in the show feel. They're like, oh my god, like Homelander could literally kill me any minute now.
Yeah.
And Huey did start off like morally good until he pressed the button and bombed the invisible dude.
Yeah.
Translucent.
Yes, there we go.
That guy needed to go. I still think Huey is like kind of as a person like good, and that's what all the other
he's
characters
trying to hold
are
his
saying
balance
about
for
him.
sure.
I mean, Black Noir seems to be okay. Like he
We
hasn't
don't know
done
anything about
Nah,
him.
dude,
He's like
been
a true
fucked up
neutral. Like,
too.
we don't know anything about him.
You don't remember him like crying on the floor when it came out that superheroes were made?
Yeah.
I mean, dude, that's a legit good response right there.
Okay, you know what? That's true. That's true.
Well, yeah, we don't know because I mean, the way they're trying to show the next episode, it seems like he's gonna, kind of go after Billy. But
I mean, that's his job. So,
that's fair. I know.
but-
I get that. But I don't know, man.
Yeah.
We'll see his methods.
It's interesting, like, thinking about what's going to happen in the next upcoming episodes, because it definitely seems like Homelander is on a decline because like kind of what we've been talking about, he seemed like so all powerful in season 1. And then now with the introduction of the character like Stormfront, and then even seeing how a character like the CEO played by Giancarlo Esposito,
Oh my God.
like how he was able to like put him in his place despite the fact that like this is
Yes.
Superman.
Exactly.
Like all of those elements kind of are showing us a downfall or the beginning of a downfall for Homelander. I'm curious how far he's going to fall and if he's coming back, if we'll see him come back.
I
in this
predict
season.
that he will kill Stormfront. That's my prediction.
I predict. I don't know. This is just
I hope
wishful
he will.
thinking that it will be him and like the other crew, like Billy Batcher's crew. They're gonna help the killer.
I think
He's gonna team up with
I
them?
think
That
Stormfront's
would
gonna
be
come out as the
interesting.
greater evil this season, and then there's gonna be some weird team ups between like maybe like A-Train and the boys, or like the Deep and the boys, or like even Homelander, but not intentionally. Like they might all go after Stormfront.
For
She's-
sure.
she's-
I don't know.
she's
I
If,
rubbing
don't think
everyone the wrong way.
I don't think Homelander would team up with anyone.
Not
I think
team
if
up,
Yeah.
but I
he
think
would-
like
That's-
I think
he would frame someone.
I just think that
I have a
he might
hard
have the same
time-
goal of wanting to get rid of her.
Yeah, that's. I
I have
guess
a
that's
hard
the best way
time
to describe it.
thinking.
That's
Yeah,
why I like
they'll have
unintentional.
similar goals for sure. Like even Kimiko is definitely one that wants Stormfront dead.
Yeah.
But I think that I have a hard time seeing the boys teaming up with any of the soups for anything.
Besides
Well,
Starlight.
for now,
except for
there will
Starlight.
come
Except
from
for
a time.
Starlight.
And
Yeah.
if you think about it, they kind of portray Homelander as a child,
That's an interesting
albeit
aspect
a
of it.
child with, or like an adult with a mommy complex.
Exactly.
So,
That's true.
and
That's
if
true.
you like know child, they have like tantrums, and that's basically
Yeah.
what he's going through this whole season. He just
Yeah.
lost someone that he killed, and he didn't really own up to. And I don't think like children would accept help in that way when they're like, I'm right, you're wrong type of
Yeah,
mentality.
I don't expect Homelander to team up with anyone, to be honest, but it will be fun to see like how the different paths will lead them all to like perhaps taking out
same
Stormfront.
goal.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
what I'm
That's
saying.
kind
I
of the
think
idea.
they might all take different avenues to take her down, you know, without ever really
Yeah.
communicating. But it seems
that's
like
a better way
she's
to
like
describe
the
it.
big bad this season because it's like I can't see Homelander going away anytime soon, but I can see
Yeah.
Stormfront maybe rubbing everyone the wrong way enough to like actually make them get rid of her.
Yeah, but I feel like Homelander's the only one who can take her out.
I mean, I hope he does.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I mean, Starlight, how do you guys feel about like her abilities?
I'm not 100%
I don't
sure
know.
about her abilities, to be honest.
Yeah, we haven't seen them that much.
Yeah, I don't think
Yeah.
she could just
Yeah.
in like a 1v1 beat Stormfront by herself. Because they kind of have similar powers anyways. If Stormfront has electricity, it's like lightning. Stormfront's kind of similar.
Yeah.
That's true.
Not to mention Stormfront's been doing it longer than her, so she has experience.
That's true. She'd have more than
Interesting.
Homelander in that case, right?
I
Yeah.
do want like a standoff battle though. That would be pretty cool.
We're all waiting for that.
Yeah.
I think maybe Stormfront, with her just years of experience, might give her a little bit of an edge to make her an equal to like Homelander in a fight. I don't know for how long, but I think that maybe she'd be able to hold her own.
Yeah. It's definitely a lot to look forward to in the coming weeks. So I'm excited. This show so far has gotten off to a very good start, and we'll see what happens next.